Washington had an intense and competitive week of practice after Jay Gruden questioned his team's toughness after the last time these two division rivals met. He said they out-hit us, they were more physical, they beat us up, and they wanted it more. D'Angelo Hall told me, that really got us going. We took that personally. He said, we're not coming out here today waiting to get hit first. We're throwing the first punch, and I can't wait to hit somebody. Kenny, suddenly I want to hit somebody. Back up to you. Let's go.
All right, Lord. About a 47-degree afternoon. Giants won that first meeting, 32-21. Back in late September. Some rain earlier. Redskins won the toss. They defer, so Dustin Hopkins gets things started. Dwayne Harris takes a knee. Eli Manning and the Giants will start from their 20-yard line. 16 wins for Manning against the Redskins, most by any quarterback in NFL history.
Yeah, and 5 in a row, and he's really playing well in his second year in Ben McAdoo's offense. Really starts to understand he has complete control at the line of scrimmage, and he's very aggressive. They do not play situationally at that time. If Eli feels like there's an opportunity for a big play, he has the green light to go after it.
Working with a new center today in Dallas Reynolds for the injured Weston Richburg. Some other shuffling on the offensive line as well as Manning hands it off to Rashad Jennings, who gains 4 on first down.
And you mentioned that shuffling in the offensive line. Jeff Schwartz is going to move to left guard. Dallas Reynolds at center. John Jerry at right guard. And how does that offensive line do in the running game? We have Odell Beckham Jr. on the outside. Ruben Randall had a big game last time. What happens to Will Tye in this situation? Does he get lost in the shuffle and at the tight end spot have a productive day?
There's Tye, the starting tight end. Chris Baker, who played very well in that first game against the Giants, injured on the first play from scrimmage.
Yeah, this is not a good sign for Redskin fans because Tom Coughlin singled him out specifically from that first game, said Chris Baker played extremely well back in week 3. We'll take a look. Number 92 coming in from the right side, trying to work that arm across. And then you can see him grimace and go down. So possibly an upper right arm injury.
Baker leading the Redskins with 4 sacks this season. Second down and 6. Trouble with the snap from Reynolds and then throws it into the ground.
Well, they said there's not going to be an issue with the snaps. Let's take a look right here in the shotgun. It's a different thing. It comes out a little high, a little flat. Eli should be able to catch and control that. I'm not going to put that one on Dallas Reynolds.
Dallas Reynolds' last start came in 2012. With the Eagles against the Giants. Third down and 6. Manning on third down throws, and the catch is made. And taken out for a first down by Odell Beckham Jr. to the 34-yard line, a gain of 9.
Started in the backfield, motioned out to the slot. So in that stacked formation behind, allows him to get up the field and cross. A lot of traffic there for Bashaud Breeland to make his way through. But again, the protection and the time to throw the ball. Eli Manning and his ability, you saw all the adjustments at the line of scrimmage. The Redskins were bringing 5. The Giants had them all picked up.
So the Giants convert on third down. Beckham in motion. Shane Vereen in the backfield. First and 10 from the 34. Manning throws on first down. Looking for the tight end, Will Tye. Will Compton on the coverage.
Well, one of the things that the Redskins have struggled is stopping the run, but Tom Coughlin is not conceding that. He really feels that this group, these down linemen in that Washington front, along with the 2 outside linebackers, create that 5-man scenario up front that makes it difficult to run the ball. They have struggled with it, but Tom Coughlin has challenged his guys to be able to do that effectively, regardless of the performance the last 6 weeks by the Redskins.
On second and 10, Manning hands it off to Shane Vereen. And Vereen takes it out to the 41, setting up 3rd down and 3. Vereen, the former Patriot, he's been very effective for the Giants this season. Their 2nd leading rusher, 3rd leading receiver.
Well, we talked about running back by committee, but Shane Vereen has really created that niche for himself on 3rd down. I think that allows him to get some real favorable running opportunities as well.
We saw him in on 2nd down, and he gained 7. And now on the toss, it's Vereen, and he picks up a Giants 1st down out to the 49.
Automatically, you think of Shane Vereen in the passing game, 3rd down scenarios, matching up with him, but he's been very effective. He averages over 7 yards a carry in the run game. You get these types of run, the toss crack on the edge quickly with linemen out in front of you. You get a box count that's more favorable to the offense in the situations that Shane Vereen is on the field.
Vereen running to the left side of the Redskins defensive line, still without Chris Baker on the sidelines after suffering an elbow injury, as Rashad Jennings takes it into Redskins territory, gain of 4.
And I'm going to test that Washington defense. I know that there's respect in the defensive line and those 5 guys up front, but you can see you have to stay committed to that run game. Tom Coughlin likes to strike a balance in his play calling, does not like it to tilt too heavily in the passing game.
3 receivers set, 2nd down and 6. Jennings in the backfield. Manning throws on 2nd down, some miscommunication.
Yeah, absolutely. You had Tyshawn Jarrett coming on the blitz. He was free, and we had an adjustment on the outside. Odell Beckham Jr. running the short route. Eli Manning throwing deep. Number 30 is going to come on the blitz right here. You're going to have an adjustment. He is free to the quarterback. So then we have a breakdown in communication on the outside. Eli expecting Odell Beckham Jr. to continue down the field.
Chris Baker back in for the Redskins. Missed the last 7 plays. Play clock winding down. And the Giants did not get the snap off in time.
Delay of game, offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Yeah, I think Eli lost track of the play clock in that situation, because it was at 2 seconds, and he's walking up to change the play again at the line of scrimmage. And when the flag was thrown, he's like, "What happened?" I mean, we're almost at 0 right there, and he's going up to change it one more time.
3rd down and 11 following the delay of game. Vereen slot to the right, empty backfield. Giants must get to the 41 for a 1st down, as the pass is deflected and picked off by Perry Riley Jr. It bounced away from Vereen, and Riley comes up with his 2nd interception of the season. Giants turn the ball over on their opening possession, so Kirk Cousins and the Redskins offense goes to work in Giants territory. Cousins, terrific numbers here at home this season, especially over the last 4 games. Hands it off to Alfred Morris on 1st down, and he's wrapped up by Cullen Jenkins.
Well, just some basic fundamentals for Shane Vereen. You have to establish the catch before you turn to extend the play. He takes his eyes off the ball. Now it just becomes a simple tip drill. Bashad Breeland does a nice job getting a little pop-up to help Perry Riley Jr. get that interception.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins with time. Near side, catch is made by the tight end Derek Carrier, brought down by the ex-Redskin Brandon Merriweather after a gain of 6.
Redskins coming out being a little bit up-tempo here after the turnover by the Giants.
Jay Gruden 0-3 against the Giants as Redskins head coach. Matt Jones in the backfield, 3rd down and 3. 3 receivers to the left. Cousins fires downfield on 3rd down. The adjustment, and then Jamison Crowder unable to make the catch with Trevin Wade defending.
Well, that's a nice effort by Trevin Wade, because he is beat. You're going to send pressure against Kirk Cousins, but he gets it out. He doesn't get enough on it, but watch the pressure come Linebacker looping to the inside in Kirk Cousins' face, so he's not able to step into the throw. That allows Trevin Wade to get back, gets a hand up and knocks it away.
So after forcing the turnover, the Redskins go 3 and out. Tress Wade punting from midfield. Wayne Harris lets it go. Bounces inside the 10 and will be down at the 6 by Jerron Johnson. Odell Beckham Jr. on the Giants offense. Back out when we return. Turnover ratio coming into the game. Manning picked off on their opening possession. And now they start from the 6-yard line. The handoff to Andre Williams. And he gains a yard, setting up 2nd down and 9.
I had a chance to talk to Andre Williams before the game about the running back by committee style the Giants are using, which they have used really throughout Tom Coughlin's tenure. And the good thing about it right now is everybody's healthy coming into December. They have an opportunity to take over first place in the NFC East, extend that lead, and you wonder if they'll ever make a switch. Will they start to go to one guy? I think the Giants are waiting for one of these running backs to really step up and show that they can be the guy that the team can lean on down the stretch.
Williams remains in the game, and he is hit for a loss by the nose tackle, Terrence Knighton.
Good news for Redskin fans, bad news for Giant fans. Terrence Knighton has struggled with something called cluster headaches throughout the season. Went to a specialist trying a new approach this week, feels the best he has all season long, and Jay Gruden noticed a difference in his preparation. He was not sidetracked by health issues during his preparation this week.
So Pontrost makes the tackle. 3rd down and 10. Giants empty the backfield. Manning from the end zone. Rolling right. He throws, and Harris had it deflect away, and it is picked off by Will Blackman, the former Giant.
More importantly, right now, Dwayne Harris is still down on the ground for the New York Giants. And an opportunity early coming out of the slot, number 17. Will Blackman has the first shot at the interception. It looks as though Dwayne Harris is going to make a great catch, but Will Blackman stays with it, is able to get it on the fumble by Dwayne Harris, the big hit by Kyshawn Jarrett. Chris Baker getting right into the face of Eli Manning. That's 2 interceptions right now at this stage of the game. And here's the big hit on Dwayne Harris. Nice clean hit. Good targeting by Kyshawn Jarrett. You see, maybe just in that elbow, that funny bone area.
Second Giants turnover. Their first 2 possessions. On 1st down, it's taken inside the 20 by Crowder, and there is a flag.
Holding. Number 86 offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay 1st down.
The Redskins offensive line, Josh Laribas still working at center right there. This offensive line really starting to grow together. We'll see if they can have some production today. Everyone's going to be focused on the speed of Deshaun Jackson. Jordan Reed, the tight up, a difficult matchup. So again, similar to what the Giants have with Will Tye, what happens to Pierre Garçon when you talk about the focus being put on those big playmakers. And I think if you get him involved in the game early, he has a passion and an emotion for the game that could be infectious for the Redskins.
1st down and 20 following the penalty from the Giants 36. Cousins to the outside, and it is picked off, or nearly picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
One of the things that you have to know during your preparation is when you throw at Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, number 41, you better be spot on perfect. He prepares, he trusts his instincts and what he sees developing in front of him. And we've seen him jump a number of plays this year for pick sixes.
He thought he had it, pass intended for Deshaun Jackson. Now 2nd down and 20. Chris Thompson in the backfield for the Redskins. On 2nd down on the toss, it's Thompson. And he was tripped up by Prince Amukamara, returning after missing the last 5 games.
And everybody talks about his role in coverage. There he is, center of the screen, number 20. Watch him get up and force this play. He's a very physical corner in run support, and that's kind of the concern with that pectoral muscle issue. How is he going to be tackling during the course of the game? He says he feels 100%. He is wearing a harness to kind of protect that pectoral area so it doesn't get extended too far.
Loss of a yard on the play, now 3rd down and 21. Bunch formation to the left. On the wide receiver screen, it's Deshaun Jackson. And he takes it to the 34-yard line. Jonathan Casillas makes the tackle, so the Redskins will now send out Dustin Hopkins and the field goal unit.
It's about opportunity. You're at home. Your opposition has just turned the ball over to you twice. You're on the plus side of the field your first 2 possessions of the game, and you're 3 plays and out both times. Washington missing great opportunities at the start of this game.
And a key penalty on 1st down on this drive, following the pick by Blackman. So this will be a 51-yard attempt from the left hash. Hopkins season high is 54, and the kick is blocked. So the Redskins come away with nothing following both Giants turnovers.
Well, head coach Jay Gruden wanted to see what his team's response was going to be. He can't be happy so far with the missed opportunities.
On Thanksgiving Day this past Thursday.
Yeah, fortunate that we all got to be with our families on Thanksgiving, and appreciate everybody leaving a little bit early on the holiday weekend to help us out.
Wide open, it's Beckham. Into Redskins territory to the Washington 41, a Giants 1st down.
And it's all about opportunities, and the Washington Redskins have had 2 fantastic ones. Now the Giants get a good break right here with that blocked field goal. They get a good short field opportunity. We'll see what they can do.
17 yards for Beckham on 1st down. Chris Baker back on the sidelines. He had returned after injuring his elbow. Catch is made by Hakeem Nicks in his return to the Giants. He has caught more passes than any other receiver from Eli Manning during the course of his career. Spent last year in Indianapolis, signed by the Giants following their last game against New England.
And you can tell he's very excited to be back here. You know, sometimes people say a guy needs a change of scenery. Sometimes a guy just needs to come home too. And Hakeem Nicks very excited to be back in the Giants facility this week.
Wayne Harris back on the field, injured earlier. Orleans Darkwa has done a nice job for the Giants, and now there's a late flag as Darkwa is close to a 1st down.
Offense. 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
That's John Jerry starting today at right guard. He is called for the hold.
Again, we're talking about that running back rotation. Now it's Orleans Darkwa, and this may be your kind of front runner. If there's going to be one of these guys that steps forward between Rashad Jennings, Andre Williams, and Orleans Darkwa, those 3 seem to be battling it out for snaps. Shane Vereen has created his role. Orleans could be the front runner. He's got a little bit more niftiness to him. He sees the hole better. He's got a little bit more patience.
2nd down and 16 following the penalty. On the delay, it's Darkwa. Not much. Gains a yard for the Washington 47.
It's that big play potential that he poses every time he touches the ball. Andre Williams, a big fan of his. He's a physical runner. He needs those consecutive snaps to kind of get into that lather, really get a feel how that running game is going to work that day. And Rashad Jennings, very similar to that as well.
The left guard, Jeff Schwartz, shaken up. Ready without 2 starting offensive linemen in Justin Pugh and Weston Richburg.
Got rolled up in the pile. Good news is he had his feet moving, but you can see it does get trapped. It is a grass surface. The foot's going to release a little bit better than a synthetic surface. So fingers crossed for Giants fans that Jeff Schwartz will be able to return to the game.
Replaced by the rookie out of Florida State, Bobby Hart. Manning on the screen. It's Vereen on 3rd down. Takes it to the 38-yard line. Not enough for a 1st.
And you have to shift your thinking right now as a play caller. Ben McAdoo has to understand his guard, center, guard area has 3 new people in place. And we already talked about the respect that the Giants have for the interior of the Redskins defensive line. I would expect them to get more on the edges right now during the rest of this game to try and take advantage of things on the perimeter instead of going right down the heart of that defense.
So the Giants send out the punting unit instead of attempting a 57-yard field goal. Brad Wing punting from midfield. And Dwayne Harris gets downfield and was able to keep himself out of the end zone.
This is why Dwayne Harris is such a good pickup. If this ball stays there, the headiness, he's sliding. Is he going to slide into the end zone, touch it? Nope. I'm going to down it right there and get it out. Players on both sides of this rivalry as well.
Now Jay Gruden has challenged the call on the field, which was that Dwayne Harris got rid of the football before touching the goal line.
I think it's going to be a good challenge.
After review, the kicking team player left foot was on the goal line while he was touching the ball. By rule, that's a touchback. The ball will be placed at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Washington will not be charged with a timeout.
Very smart play by Dwayne Harris, but just a little bit too late. The foot right there touches. He realizes that his shoulder is getting close and he gets rid of it, but the foot had already touched. So a great effort, all for naught, but heady play. I'm a big fan of his. He's great on special teams. The Giants have offered him the opportunity to become more involved as a wide receiver. He's done a nice job with that, but good challenge by the Redskins. Boy, that's a huge difference, getting 1st and 10 at the 20.
They pick up 19 yards on the successful challenge. Off the play action on 1st down. Cousins' pass is caught by Morris out of the backfield, and he picks up 12 yards, and a Redskins first out to the 32.
Alfred Morris, again, we talk about running back by committee, viable in the passing game as well. And that's where this offense starts to get into a rhythm. Being able to get those short passes converted, get that run game going, then take your shots down the field to Deshaun Jackson. Look for that matchup with Jordan Reed.
1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. It's Morris up the middle, found a hole, and gains 8 out to the 40.
Yeah, and this Giants defense getting back to the lineup they hope to have to start of the year. A lot of players in and out of the lineup all season long. They're starting to get those guys back. You'll see the names that you expected to see back in week 1, and the biggest addition is going to be Prince Amukamara at the cornerback position. We saw the play made earlier today. Both he and Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie on the corner. This is a different Giant defense.
2nd down and 2, it's Morris. There is a flag. 2nd flag comes in.
Holding, number 86 offense. 10-yard penalty, replay 2nd down.
That's on the tight end, Jordan Reed. Time for a game break to Mike Hill in Los Angeles. Mike.
Falcons problems continuing, but then again, Adrian Peterson gives a lot of teams problems. The NFL's leading rusher with his 4th straight TD game with a touchdown run, 13-play, 78-yard drive, 7-0 Vikings in the 1st. Kenny and Moose, back to you.
All right, thanks, Mike. So the Vikings in 1st place in the NFC North. Packers lost on Thursday night. Giants and Redskins battling for the top spot in the NFC East.
We talked about Jordan Reed as a matchup issue in the passing game, but he's got to get his blocking down. That's 2 critical holding penalties.
Cousins with time on 2nd and 12. He fires downfield, and the catch is made out at the 46-yard line for a 1st down by Pierre Garçon.
Well, it's a Giants defense that has struggled to get to the quarterback all year. The addition of Jason Pierre-Paul back in the lineup has helped, but if you give Kirk Cousins this much time to throw, this is what's going to happen. And again, I like Pierre Garçon getting involved early. That passion, that emotion that he plays this game with, I think would spread throughout this offense.
Garçon led the entire league in receptions 2 seasons ago. New set of downs for the Redskins. It's Morris off to a good start today. After the Redskins again struggled on the ground in their loss to Carolina last week, and Morris is across midfield into Giants territory.
And we talked about running back by committee for the New York Giants. Also the same thing with the Washington Redskins. Alfred Morris getting the best opportunity here early in the game.
Jones rookie out of Florida. Second down and 5. Cousins on the quick out. It's Crowder. And Jamison Crowder picks up another Redskins first down to the Giants' 40.
He's really starting to pick up his game. Kind of popped on the scene that Atlanta game earlier this year, brought in as a returner, really finding a nice little role as a slot receiver here for the Redskins offense.
The second among all rookies in receptions. Only Amari Cooper has more. Off the play fake, Cousins chased by Robert Ayers. Now fires downfield. And a diving attempt to pick it off of the end zone by Amukamara. Second and 10 upcoming.
I like the play call. You get Kirk Cousins out on the edge, and you're trying to find that explosive play. Deshaun Jackson down at the bottom of the screen. He's running the out pass. Now as he sees his quarterback scramble, he releases the he's got to understand that Pierre Garçon is coming all the way across the field into that deep portion, so he ended up with 2 guys in the same spot.
Redskins send in Tom Compton as an extra blocker. On second and 10, it's Morris. And Alfred Morris again finding a hole, takes it to the Giants' 32, a gain of 8.
That's a huge plus right there, and that shows a little bit of confidence that the Redskins have in their running game today. Second and 10, don't want to get in a third long situation. They hand it off to Alfred Morris, puts in a nice manageable 3rd and 3 scenario here.
Time winding down in this first quarter. 3rd down and 2 for the Redskins. Cousins finds Chris Thompson out of the backfield, and Thompson has a first down. He's shoved out of bounds by Landon Collins.
Chris Thompson, the 3rd element in that running back scenario. There he is, lined up to the left side, going to bring him back behind. Good job with Kirk Cousins with his eyes at the start of that play. Everything was focused out to the left. They're sliding Chris Thompson to the right side for a nice gain.
So the first quarter comes to an end with the Redskins on the move. No score after 15.
I can't see anything yet, Kenny. It's still cloudy out there.
Manning picked off on his first 2 possessions. Redskins could not capitalize. On first down, this is Matt Jones. And Jones gains a yard to the 22.
And Matt Jones, we're going to keep an eye on him. He had his league-leading 4th fumble last week against Carolina. He says he got it fixed this week during the course of practice. Went back and took a look at all 4 fumbles on film. Found out something that was in common, carrying that left arm low once he got into the open field. And when people see a ball carrier who carries it low, they're going to come after that football. And when he was getting into the open field, he was having his issues.
Jones replaced by Thompson. Second down and 9. Cousins chased by Ayers. He throws. There is a flag as the catch was made. Initially ruled a catch, now ruled an incompletion. Jamison Crowder, the intended receiver.
Number 76 offense. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
That's on the right tackle, Morgan Moses.
Working against Robert Ayers one-on-one, and this is what happens when Jason Pierre-Paul is back. You're going to get some one-on-one situations, and Robert Ayers needs to take advantage of those. Beats Morgan Moses around the outside with that speed.
That's the 3rd holding call against the Redskins, pushing them back to the 33. Washington could not capitalize following either Giants turnover. Second down and 20. Thompson on the screen. Another flag as Thompson takes a hard hit from Amukamara.
Pass interference. Number 86 offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
That's Reed again.
Wow, he is having some issues here early in the game. 3 big penalties. Here he is. It's going to be a screen pass, so you cannot initiate contact beyond 1 yard down the field. You can see he was early in his blocking. Good call by the officials. When you have these underneath routes, these rub routes, screens, you cannot be downfield blocking beyond 1 yard.
Third time Reed has been flagged, second consecutive Redskins penalty. It is now second down and 30. On the delay, it's Thompson. Gained some of the yardage back to the 35 as we head to Los Angeles for another game break with Kurt.
Well, the Kansas City Chiefs have won 4 straight games to get to 500, but Buffalo not impressed. Sammy Watkins, 28-yard touchdown reception from Tyrod Taylor. And in Kansas City, the Bills were up 10-0 after 1. Kenny Moose and Laura.
That's impressive in Kansas City, the key to that one. Kansas City, one of the more difficult stadiums to play in for a visiting team.
Bills looking to win for the third time in their last 4 games. Timeout is taken by the Redskins. Well, it all comes down to one game for Michigan State and Iowa. The 5th-ranked Spartans and 4th-ranked Hawkeyes will play for the Big Ten Championship and a possible playoff berth. Don't miss a second of the action starting Saturday, 7 Eastern, only on Fox. Speaking of Michigan State, former Spartan Kirk Cousins. And what a job he's done over the last 4 home games. Following the last 2 Redskin home games, wins over Tampa Bay and New Orleans, Cousins was named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And everybody looks at this home-away disparity. Remember, when they played Atlanta early in the year, Atlanta was undefeated. They've gone to New England, the undefeated Patriots. They've gone to Carolina, the undefeated Panthers. Their road schedule has been much more difficult than their home schedule.
4-1 at home. Still looking for their first road victory, 0-5. Cousins on 3rd and 22 with time. Short pass to Reed. And Reed will take it to the 24. So the Redskins, who started this drive at the 20 after the successful challenge, looked like they would get it at the 1. Gained 19 yards on the challenge. Now send out Dustin Hopkins, who had a field goal attempt blocked earlier by Jay Bromley. And now an injured Giant, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
We talked about the difference in this defense when you have Prince Amukamara and Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie are at the same time, and this does not look good. So it's Craig Dahl on the tackle against Jordan Reed. So here's Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie here. Oh, just planted. You can see that knee wiggle. Boy. So one of those non-contact injuries. You're just coming up to make a play and you go to plant.
So Rodgers-Cromartie helped off the field. As the Redskins set up for a 41-yard attempt from the left hash. Bromley blocked the first attempt by Hopkins from 51. Hopkins had made 10 straight coming into the game. This time Hopkins' kick is good. So the Redskins on the board first. Early second quarter here in Landover. A 12-play drive following the successful challenge by Jay Gruden. Some terrific family photos. We saw Laura and Matt Banovic and Win Bernfeld, one of our cameramen here in the booth, who's been with us for about a decade, among the best in the business.
We got a great crew. Great crew. Good to see members of the family as well.
Laura, of course, took her picture down on the field.
Yeah.
Where else would she be?
Thanksgiving at Lambeau.
Here's Harris on the return for the Giants. Breaks a tackle and is out across the 20. So, Laura, we assume that you were still down on the field.
I am still down on the field. Where else would I be? Thank goodness, where else would I be? An update on this ever-changing, ever-injured offensive line for the Giants. Jeff Schwartz was working on his ankle the whole time he was on the sideline. The Giants said that he was probable, but since then, they brought him back into the locker room. He has now been downgraded to questionable from probable. I'll give you an update as soon as I have it.
Thanks, Laura. So John Jerry, who started the game at right guard, is now on the left side. Bobby Hart moves to right guard next to Marshall Newhouse. The Giants without 3 starters on their offensive line. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Running behind that line is Rashad Jennings.
And really, when you take a look what the Giants do offensively, when you've got new players at guard, center guard, the ball comes out quick. So you've got to be firm in there. You cannot let that push get back into the lap of quarterback Eli Manning. And the running game now, do you like those matchups? Do you like your between-the-tackle style runners in Rashad Jennings and Andre Williams? Or do you shift to become more perimeter-based with Orleans Darkwa and Shane Vereen?
Well, now Ben McAdoo sends in his fullback, Nikita Whitlock.
That's the answer to every issue offensively. Send in the fullback.
There you go. 2nd down and 9. As Whitlock shifts. And Manning looking to throw on 2nd down. Beckham unable to make the catch with Breland defending.
And lucky you didn't get a flag on Deshaun Goldson at the end of that play for unnecessary roughness. Eli Manning, again, we've talked about the knowledge of this offense in year 2, his control at the line of scrimmage and his availability to be aggressive down the field. Could have gotten a flag for unnecessary roughness there.
Goldson giving Beckham the business. 3rd down and 9. Play clock winding down. Vereen set up to the right of Manning. Giants just get the snap away, and Manning goes down back at the 15-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan with the sack.
Just a nice outside pass rush by Ryan Kerrigan coming from here on your right side, working against Marshall Newhouse. He's got him beat right away, collapses that pocket from the left side.
Team leading 5.5 sacks for Kerrigan. Suffered a broken hand a month ago, underwent surgery. Remains in the lineup for this Redskins defense. Wing punting from his own 5-yard line. Takes a Giants roll. But the Redskins will have good field position after a terrific stand by their defense and a sack by Kerrigan.
334 pounds right on top of that throwing hand, and this is post-Thanksgiving, so let's add a few pounds to that.
Wow. Now Cousins fires downfield to Deshaun Jackson. Touchdown, Redskins. 63 yards.
Love the aggressive play call, and then also love the targeting in the matchup. You've had Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie on Deshaun Jackson. That's the matchup that Steve Spagnuolo wanted to have during the day. Jaron Hosley in as DRC is out, and Kirk Cousins aggressive down the field, play action, max protect. Heck of a throw in stride for the touchdown.
Jackson missed 6 games earlier this season with a hamstring injury. It's his 4th game back. Hopkins connects. Takes just one play. Cousins to Jackson. 10
Punt by the Giants. Really like the aggressive call, the aggressive play by the Washington Redskins, understanding they've got that matchup, and who knows how long. When is Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie going to return to the game? Will he get back in at some point? Well, let's not wait around. Let's go after his replacement, Jaron Hosley, immediately.
So the Redskins scored 10 early in the 2nd quarter. Harris takes a knee. One more look.
Get an opportunity. Also, the safety right here. We're going to push down and then just get deep down the field. Here's your safety help up close to the line of scrimmage. He's beat right now. That's Deshaun Jackson. He's got you beat already.
Do you ever hesitate and back into the end zone like we saw from Jackson during your career?
No, I didn't have the speed of Deshaun Jackson, so if I was anywhere near the goal line, there was lots of people around me. I needed to get in as quick as possible.
Right. No hesitation.
No hesitation. Never knew when the next opportunity was coming either.
Remember, he once got rid of the football before crossing the goal line during his days with the Eagles. Catch is made by Beckham for a gain of 7, and great to see Eli Manning right back on the field after he had his hand stepped on.
Definitely. Hopefully that will not be an issue during the course of the game, because this game has started out exactly the way the Giants could not allow to happen, to let the Redskins get the lead, to get emotion in the building throughout the team, just making things much more difficult for the Giants.
With a revamped offensive line without 3 starters. Second down and 3 as Harris is tied up by Deshaun Goldson. Question is, who had clear possession first?
Exactly.
And Harris did. So it's a Giants first down.
Coming out of the slot, skinny post. It's a good job by Deshaun Goldson jumping that. It looked like Dwayne Harris had it, kind of bounced off him up into Deshaun Goldson.
Clear possession first is the key. So the catch made by Harris for a gain of 15 and a first down. Rashad Jennings takes it up the middle out to the 46-yard line. Jason Hatcher the tackle.
That's a good sign right there for the Giants running game, for Rashad Jennings to be able to get in behind those three new guys in that offensive line, that guard, center guard area. John Jerry, Dallas Reynolds, and Bobby Hart roll in behind them and push that pile.
Giants without Justin Pugh and Weston Richburg to start the game. Lost Jeff Schwartz earlier in the game. Second down and 6. Pass intended for Reuben Randall.
And a lot of times as a running back, releasing in passing situations, you're going to go outside to help your tackles out and chip them. You wonder now if some of the Giants, Shane Vereen on third down, is he more focused on the interior and helping out the guard, center guard area in pass rush.
Giants must get to the Redskins 48. Empty backfield, third down and 6. They clock at 3. Manning over the middle. Incomplete. Beckham, the intended receiver. Giants will punt it away.
Really tight coverage coming from the outside, working against Bashaud Breeland. Out of some tight coverage.
Wing punting for the third time. Crowder back deep for Washington. Terrific job by Wing, heading the Redskins inside the 20. Washington with a 10-point lead. Last play from Cousins to Jackson after the Redskins gained only 95 yards on their first 17 plays. Washington from the 15-yard line. No running room for Alfred Morris.
A lot of missed opportunities in those first 17 snaps, and they really had a great play call, very aggressive style on that last play for the touchdown. Alfred Morris on that play right there, I think what you're seeing right here is he's planning, he's trying to get back, and he's coming to a complete stop. Just got to trust that, push that pile, stay outside this zone blocking scheme. You've got to press to a certain point before you can look to cut back.
Good news for the Giants. Rogers Cromartie back on the field. Cousins with time on second down, fires downfield and overthrows Andre Roberts.
More speed on the outside. This time it's Andre Roberts. Let's test him on Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. You can do it with the speed and the transition. You know he's coming off that injury that he had early in the game. I'd also check to see his start and stop. Make him move a little bit, start and stop in coverage. Maybe get Jamison Crowder out there on him.
He's matched up with Roberts again. Third down and 10. Cousins wrapped up. And down he goes. Got rid of the football. Trent Williams slow to get up. And Jason Pierre-Paul for the Giants.
Coming from your right side. Those two guys battling it out, and looks like the blitzer, Trevin Wade, as he's coming in from that opposite side, rolls in to both of them.
27 seconds. 2-7, please.
Pierre-Paul limping off in his third game back.
Just some tough injuries right now for the New York Giants. Losing Jeff Schwartz, Jason Pierre-Paul, who has elevated that pass rush, limping off on that play. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, your coverage guy.
Wade punting from his 5-yard line. Harris backpedals and then calls for the fair catch at the 39-yard line. As we head to Los Angeles for a game break once again, Mike Hill. Mike.
Rams and Bengals, and Mr. Do-It-All, Tavon Austin, accounting for 65 of the 80 yards on this Rams drive. 5-yard TD run right there, his 8th overall in the season. Bengals still lead by 3, 10-7 in the second. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks very much, Mike. Rams losing in Baltimore last week, their 3rd straight defeat.
Still can't figure the Rams out.
Rams at 4-6. Good starting field position for the Giants. Off the play fake. Manning to Beckham in Redskins territory for a Giants first down. For the Washington 47. And for an update on the Giants offensive line, check in with Laura.
And it's not a good one. Bad going to worse for this offensive line. Jeff Schwartz has now been ruled out, Kenny, a fractured lower leg.
Wow. So Schwartz, who played in only 2 games last year due to injury, started every game this season for the Giants, but he is out. So Bobby Hart remains in at right guard. His first action on the offensive line this season as Perry Riley Jr. comes up to bring down Orleans Darkwa.
I don't know, I'm going to start testing the perimeter of this Redskins defense. You go back early in the year when some of this run defense struggles started to happen to the Redskins. It was the edge running game that was doing the most damage. Atlanta, the New York Jets, that's where teams were having success.
Manning on 2nd and 9, looking for Beckham. No flags.
Odell Beckham Jr. wondering why there was not illegal contact on this. Let's see what happens beyond the 5 yards. A little bit there. Mainly hand checking at the start. Little frustration. We're seeing a little frustration from Odell Beckham Jr.
He's made 4 catches today, 47 yards.
They're making him work.
Giants must get to the 37 for a first down. Manning fires, and that pass sailed away from Dwayne Harris. Giants again will punt it away.
For the second time today, we've got a receiver and quarterback not in sync. Dwayne Harris to the out route. Eli Manning up the seam.
Giants turned it over on their first 2 possessions. And now will punt for the 4th time. Crowder lets it go, and it bounces into the end zone. Landon Collins could not keep it out. Redskins football, they lead by 10.
6, they went up to New England. Dropped a bunch of passes. Sometimes it's about execution together with competition, but last week at Carolina, 5 turnovers led to 24 points, and that's the response that Jay Gruden wants to see. How is his team going to bounce back from that poor performance?
Cousins sets up the screen. It's Matt Jones, first down and more. Jones across midfield, and he is finally brought down inside the Giants' 35-yard line.
It's got to be kind of a red light that goes on when Matt Jones comes into the game. Screen, screen, screen. And watch how much running room he has when he catches this ball. They catch the Giants in a perfect coverage with the right play call, and there's really not anybody over there on that side of the field.
Certainly not Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, who is back out, was not on the field for that play. Has not returned. Jaron Hosley is at left corner. Jones gains 55 on the screen. On first down, this is Jones, and this time he is met in the backfield by Jasper Brinkley.
You're allowing the Washington Redskins to stay in their comfort zone. The first time these two teams played, the Giants jumped out to a 12-0 lead, and we've seen the Redskins struggle in those types of situations. When they carry the lead, when they can play from the front, all of a sudden their offense, you can continue with that running game, the short passing game, really plays into the advantage and the strengths of Kirk Cousins.
Second down and 11 from the Giants 36. Cousins steps up, throws, it's Garcon. Tackle made by Devon Kennard, just shy of the marker. It'll be third down and 1.
This is a critical possession for the New York Giants defense right here. They've got to make a stand and at least force a field goal attempt.
Redskins send in an extra blocker and Tom Compton, the fullback Darrell Young. Lined up in front of Alfred Morris. It's Morris on third down.
Not a whole lot there. Alfred Morris, if he gets the spot by the officials, did a lot of this on his own at the end.
And he did pick up the first.
Devon Kennard just a little late. They had an opportunity with Alfred Morris with his feet stopped short of that first down, but is able to fall forward.
New set of downs for the Redskins from the Giants 25. Off the play fake, Cousins throws. It's complete to the tight end, Jordan Reed. For the Redskins, first down inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, not a matchup you really want right here. Craig Dahl, your safety, going against Jordan Reed. He has a matchup issue on the outside, has wide receiver type skills, and it's man-to-man. That's an advantage to the Washington Redskins.
Second catch of the game for Reed, who committed 3 penalties earlier. Redskins in the red zone for the first time today. First and goal from the Giants 5 with the play clock winding down. And the Redskins will use a timeout. Their second. So a huge opportunity here for Washington to extend their lead. It's already 10-0, and remember, they deferred at the start of the game, so the Redskins will get the ball first in the second half.
Well, head coach Jay Gruden really wanted to see the response of his team after that poor performance against Carolina, and at the start with the 2 interceptions on the first 2 possessions by the Giants, thought they let some critical opportunities slip through their fingers, have kind of steadied the ship now and gotten back on track. An opportunity here to win at halftime, up 17-0, potentially with the ball coming back to start the second half. Worst case scenario for the Giants. This is a different team at home. We've shown you that. And also a different team playing with the lead.
Compton in once again as an extra blocker, number 68. First and goal from the 5. Cousins throws it through the corner of the end zone and took a hit from Robert Ayers.
They're getting back to the quarterback, but they're getting there just a little bit too late.
We have hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Get apps, videos, and more at itunes.com/NFL. 2 minutes remaining, second quarter. Redskins with a 10-0 lead. Second and goal from the Giants 5. Morris in the backfield. This is Morris. Puts it back inside, and takes it down to the 3-yard line. Craig Dahl, the tackle. Timeout taken by the Giants.
See if they're trying to set up this Giants defense on that last play after the handoff. Kirk Cousins coming out on that bootleg action. See if they try to come back with something that looks similar and run play action off it.
Cousins over 200 yards in the air, including the 63-yard touchdown pass to Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah, but you saw that 8 different receivers. One of the things that defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo concerned about is distribution of the football.
Empty backfield on 3rd and goal. Cousins throws, and taking it in for the touchdown is Jamison Crowder.
When you've got a guy who's a very good returner, he's going to have tremendous start-stop capabilities, and that's exactly what Jamison Crowder used to his advantage right here. Break to the outside, plant back inside. That's where he gets his separation on the start-stop.
A rookie out of Duke, 4th-round pick by the Redskins, his 2nd touchdown of the season. All scoring plays are reviewed. Carl Jeffers will take a look.
Tough duty for Trevin Wade right there. Was the knee down before he broke the plane. Very close. Will probably stay as called on the field. But one-on-one against Jamison Crowder down in tight like that. He's been very impressive working out of that slot, created a nice little niche here. There's a number of playmakers on the offensive side of the ball for the Washington Redskins. You know, we always focus on Deshaun Jackson and his speed down the field. We've seen that on display. Jordan Reed, the matchup issues at tight end, but don't forget Pierre Garçon, kind of that heart and soul of that receiving core, and then Jamison Crowder really finding his role.
The question is, was Crowder's knee down before the ball crossed the plane?
An eye on that knee as it hits.
Down right there.
Well, during the course of the season earlier on, they would stick with what was called on the field in certain situations like this.
After review, the runner had a knee down with the ball short of the goal line. It will be 4th down. The clock will start on my signal.
So now you got to shift thinking right now. Head coach Jay Gruden in a 4th down situation. You had your field goal, your extra point team out there. Here comes the offense out on 4th and what do you think, Kenny? I mean, it's not much to break that plane right now.
Couple of inches. So Jay Gruden sending Kirk Cousins and the offense back out on the field. Giants shuffling defensive personnel.
Well, how huge is this play right here to end this half? Going from 17-0, walking in, getting the ball back with 1:50 left, or possibly 10-0 coming off your own goal line.
Do you agree with the decision to send the offense out, or would you take the points?
You know what? You wanted to see your response. This is one way to find that out. If you weren't happy with how your team responded against Carolina last week, give them the opportunity this week to show them what they're capable of doing. I like it.
Jones in the backfield. 4th and goal. It's Cousins on the sneak. Touchdown.
Now, as a runner with possession, this ball just has to break the plane of the goal line to be a touchdown.
And it was ruled a touchdown by the officials.
On the field is touchdown.
Take a look at the replay. Kirk Cousins on the quarterback sneak. Possession. I tell you what, not the greatest effort by Kirk Cousins to break that plane.
I think his wedding band broke the plane.
But he gets it up vertical. He doesn't have the nose forward. So watch right here. A lot of times you see the running backs do it. Okay, now you stick that through nose first. Montori Hughes is doing a good job of having that collision right there. But he's putting the ball up in the air right there. So very fortunate to have gotten that across.
Everything on the field is under review.
So again, all scoring plays are reviewed. It was ruled a touchdown on the field. Carl Jeffers back to the monitor. And we will welcome in Mike Pereira from Los Angeles following that 4th and goal quarterback sneak. Mike, what do you think?
Well, I think it's a good shutdown to take a look at, but watch the belly of the ball here. Watch it when it gets right to that point right there. Remember now, all you got to do, even though it's not the tip of the ball, any part of that ball touches the plane. They ruled on the field that it's a touchdown. It will stay as a touchdown.
Another look. Thanks, Mike. And there it is, that second effort by Cousins with the ball above his helmet and face mask.
On the field is confirmed.
The call is confirmed. So it's a touchdown. 3rd rushing touchdown of the season for Kirk Cousins.
I like Mike's terminology in that situation. The belly of the ball breaking the plane. How many times do you ever see that? It's always the nose of the ball that they're trying to get across. So Kirk Cousins made that about as difficult as he could have made it.
Doesn't matter what part of the football it is. Hopkins adds the extra point, so it is now 17-0 Washington with 1:45 remaining in the half. A look now at what's coming up on the Visa Halftime Report. Kurt.
Coming up on the Visa Halftime, this wild bunch and I will have highlights of all the early games for you, including Alex Smith and the Chiefs trying to win their 5th straight game. And then, is that Glazer? What's going on? Find out at halftime.
Bill Brady Bunch scenario there. I was trying to remember who was in the certain boxes from that shot. Who is Alice? Was Alice in there?
I think Jay Glazer was trying to get into every box.
Yeah. She was added late, I think, right? So you got 3 boys, 3 girls, the parents, and then Alice made 9. I can't remember how the box was configured.
Ann B. Davis.
We're dating ourselves, Kenny.
And how about Kurt and the guys heading to Hawaii next week on the anniversary of Pearl Harbor? Downstairs to Laura.
Quick weather update. Definitely, it was supposed to stop raining by the time this game kicked off. It hasn't stopped. It was real light, but this is definitely the hardest it's rained all afternoon. Right now, not enough to affect passing. Definitely to affect hair, you guys, but not passing at this moment. But hardest of the afternoon.
Yeah, let's check the humidity, Laura. Let's see the hair. Let's see there. Pull the hood down. Let's do a humidity check.
Take the hat off. Oof. She was not talking about Dwayne Harris's hair. Harris back deep for the Giants. So Eli Manning and the Giants offense trailing by 17 to Los Angeles for a game break. Mike Hill.
Rams, Bengals, Tyler Eifert, good for your fantasy team, even better for the Cincinnati Bengals. 22-yard touchdown catch from Andy Dalton, league-leading 12th touchdown catch of the season. Bengals on top 17-7 at the half. Kenny, moves back to you.
All right, thanks, Mike. Bengals at 8-2. Here in Landover, Maryland, battle for first place. The Giants win, and they would have a 2-game lead. A Redskins win. Both teams will be 5-6, but the Redskins would own the tiebreaker by virtue of a better division record. Giants go to work from the 20-yard line. Manning underneath to Vereen. And Vereen gains 9 out to the 29. Giants with 1 timeout remaining. A look at what their offense has done or not done today. 2 interceptions, 4 punts.
And Tom Coughlin will not be happy. He stressed the importance of every individual possession, and that's a tough first half for his offense.
First down catch made by the tight end, Will Tye. And this is such a huge possession because the Redskins, as we mentioned, will receive the second half kickoff. First and 10, 35-yard line as Manning airs it out for Beckham. Again, it's Breland on the coverage. No flags.
He has done a nice job all afternoon against Odell Beckham Jr. It has been tight, physical on the outside at times. I think Eli Manning needs to start taking a look at the opposite side to Ruben Randall. He has Quentin Dunbar on him. The matchup with Odell Beckham Jr. and Rashad Breeland has gone the Redskins' way the majority of this first half.
Second and 10. This is Jerome Cunningham, the backup tight end. Giants still without Larry Donnell as Cunningham heads for the sidelines with under a minute remaining.
And Jay Gruden trying to convince the officials that he was not going upfield, that he was going lateral or backwards when he went out of bounds, and the clock should still be running.
Instead, it stops at 58 seconds. Third down and 7. Manning on third down, steps up and throws. It is incomplete, intended for the tight end Cunningham. So with 53 seconds remaining, Giants will punt yet again.
Jerome Cunningham coming out of your tight end spot, but I also want you to see Ruben Randall right in this same area, right there coming on the in route. We've seen miscommunication between quarterback, wide receiver a couple of times here in the first half, and we've seen some routes getting awfully close to one another.
Fifth straight punt by Wing on the Giants' last 5 possessions. Crowder will let it go. Takes a Giants roll. Will they be able to keep it out? Collins hustling down along with the long snapper Diassi. So the Redskins pinned deep. Giants got the ball first after the Redskins the third, and Eli Manning was picked off on the first 2 Giant possessions.
Yeah, the Redskins defense comes out, gives the offense great field position, but they're unable to take advantage of either one of these interceptions. The Giants block a field goal on that second possession, but then with Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie out of the lineup, Kirk Cousins goes deep to Deshaun Jackson, and then the infamous belly of the ball quarterback sneak by Kirk Cousins.
So 39 seconds remaining. A look at the numbers for both Manning and Cousins today. Cousins with a touchdown pass to Jackson and also ran in for a score. Giants have only 1 timeout, so the Redskins will run the clock down. And they will get the ball first in the second half. This will be the 7th time in 11 games in which the Redskins have had the lead at halftime. Giants, on the other hand, have had leads in the final 2 minutes in 4 of their 5 defeats this season.
It's a big word being used around the Giants facility, finish. Very easily could be used around the Redskins facility, finishing for them as well. So we'll see. They've had a great start. The Redskins have had a great start. We'll see how they finish in the second half.
After a scoreless first quarter, Redskins score 17 in the second. So Jay Gruden's squad looking to take over first place in the NFC East from Eli Manning's Giants. Redskins hearing it from the crowd here in Landover as they lead at the half by the score of 17-0. Some injury concerns on the Giants side as well. So a big second quarter for the Redskins as we send you to Los Angeles.
Right there, obviously turnovers. You lose 2 possessions for the Giants. You add those to the Washington Redskins. The big play, Kirk Cousins with the throw to Deshaun Jackson. And what we talked about at the end of that first half, because they deferred, they're going to get the ball to start here the second half. This is as critical as an opening series gets. Tom Coughlin talked about finish, finish, finish. This team hasn't even started yet.
No, only 6 first downs for the Giants in the first half. On a bounce, it's Andre Roberts. Chambers is stopped by Nikita Whitlock shy of the 20. So the Redskins will start from the 18-yard line. Redskins have finished at the bottom of the division, Darryl, 6 of the last 7 years, but an opportunity today to take over first place with 5 games remaining.
A tremendous opportunity for them. They came out and started a little bit slow. We'll see what happens here. There's some issues that have been going on through the course of the season for both of these teams. For the early part of the season, the Redskins struggled in the third quarter. We'll see how they do here. They feel like they've got that remedied. The Giants, you know, gosh, we keep talking about finish, but boy, what a poor start in such an important game for this team.
So here we go to begin the second half. Cousins to a wide open Jordan Reed for a Redskins first down.
There's absolutely no pressure on Kirk Cousins in the pocket. He has plenty of time to scan the field. Number 86 just running a simple corner route, and we've got him dropped in coverage. Jasper Brinkley expecting somebody to be out there is late reacting.
26-yard pass play, third catch today by Reed. First and 10 from the 45. Morris in the backfield. Cousins changing the play. Hands it off to Morris. Alfred Morris out to the 47-yard line. And when you talk about the quarterback position, of course, Robert Griffin III was the starter at the beginning of preseason and then suffered the concussion symptoms, and Cousins takes over late in training camp. What have you seen from him during this nice run?
We have seen the Redskins several times this season, and it's obvious the progression that Kirk Cousins is making during the course of the season. He's very confident. I think he's very resilient. From a technical standpoint, he throws the ball well.
Off the fake toss. It is Garcon who makes the catch, and Cousins continues to excel in play action.
He does, and he does everything well in regards to play action. It's also the ball fake. Watch the ball fake here, get everybody moving, turn, pivot back out, right-handed quarterback moving to his left, hits the receiver in stride and allows him to run after the catch. Remember, this is a quarterback who has always been the backup here. He's never had an off season where he's gone through it as the incumbent starter. It's always been an uphill battle for Kirk Cousins.
From the 44, hands it off to Alfred Morris. Cousins drafted as Morris, again, great second effort for a gain of 8 yards. Cousins drafted in that same 2012 draft as RG3. Cousins selected in the 4th round. Morris in the 6th round of that same draft.
Yeah, to the point where Kirk Cousins actually asked Mike Shanahan, are you sure you want to do this? You know, in the 4th round to come in as a quarterback to the number 2 overall pick, Heisman Trophy winner. And, you know, the big steal in that draft was the guy who just carried the ball right there, Alfred Morris. And you can see that surge right there. This is a bad start if you're a Giant fan right now. Big play by Jordan Reed and Alfred Morris running hard.
You have a look at RG3 on the sidelines, inactive once again today. Cousins' pass was deflected. It was intended for Jordan Reed, 3rd and 2, but first a game break with Mike Hill.
Bengals rolling over the Rams. Andy Dalton looking for his receiver, A.J. Green. Go up and get it, young fella. 18-yard score, his 2nd of the game. 24-7 in the 3rd. Bengals rolling. Kenny Moose, back to you.
All right, thanks very much, Mike. Bengals atop their division. 2-game lead on the Steelers. They will face the Seahawks later today. As Cousins hands it off, it's Matt Jones, and he is stopped short. So the Redskins now facing a 4th down and 1.
I think you take the points right here. You don't even hesitate. Get it to 20. Get your field goal kicking unit on. He's going for it right here. You're on that cusp.
Well, it would be a 53-yard attempt. So Jay Gruden will send down Tom Compton once again as an extra blocker, number 68.
Had a long one blocked in the 1st quarter.
The fullback, Darrell Young, has come on. And Cousins attempts to hand it off to Young, the fullback. Did not make the connection. Giants will take over on downs.
Kirk Cousins pops up right away, goes to the official with the football, asking him, where did this football come from?
So the Redskins cannot capitalize on 4th down. All they do for us throughout the season. Giants start from the 37-yard line on the toss. It's Dwayne Harris on the end around. Not much.
Let's go back and take a look at that 4th down play. They secure the snap, but then Kirk Cousins loses it on the transition. Never even has it to hand it off to Darrell Young, and he wants to know where the ball came from. And you can see right there indicated it came from the Washington sideline, but definitely something that Kirk Cousins did not like about that game ball.
No, slippery football, now 2nd down and 9. Of course, the NFL football's nicknamed the Duke after the patriarch of the Giants, Wellington Mara.
I'm happy you went with the Duke, because I thought you were going in a different direction on that one, Kenny.
2nd down and 9. As Manning steps up and throws, it's Beckham for a Giants 1st down.
And that's what you have to start doing in this passing game. The passing game struggled the entire 1st half, never established any rhythm. You have to get Odell Beckham Jr. with a different matchup. Bashaud Breeland played him very, very well. Very physical matchup that entire 1st half. If you're not going to throw away from Bashaud Breeland, then move Odell Beckham Jr. into another matchup.
Rashad Jennings out of bounds at the 45 as we head downstairs and check in with Laura.
Hi, Kenny. I'm going to start with Tom Coughlin, who walked up the field shaking his head, really saying we have had absolutely no consistency. That was the big thing. And what he said at halftime was he told them this team was down to Tampa 24-0 at halftime and came back. We can do that.
Thanks very much, Laura. This is Jennings for a Giants 1st down, and we were here for that game when the Buccaneers led the Redskins 24-0, and it turned into the biggest come-from-behind victory in Redskins franchise history.
Yeah, completely different game, 1st half to 2nd half, and that's what has the potential here this afternoon. You know, the way that this half has started, the fumbled snap on 4th down, on the cusp of that long field goal attempt. Now here the Giants find their best rhythm of the afternoon.
On the toss to Jennings, but he is bottled up by Ricky Jean-Francois, along with Preston Smith.
Well, you've got to secure the edge. I do believe they need to run outside. Jerome Cunningham has to do a better job on Preston Smith. He sets the edge, and now you've got your matchups inside. Remember, we've got 3 new players at guard, center guard for the Giants right now. That matchup goes in the favor of the Redskins.
Loss of 4 on the 1st down carry. Now 2nd and 14. Manning fires downfield, looking for Beckham. He makes the catch. Odell Beckham Jr. inside the Redskins' 10-yard line, a 31-yard pass play.
Now you can talk about all the athleticism, the hands, the miraculous catches he makes, but the biggest thing is just a competitor, one of the biggest competitors that I've ever met. This has been fun to watch between Odell Beckham Jr. and Bashaud Breeland today.
6 of Manning's 13 completions have gone to Odell Beckham Jr. 1st and goal from the Redskins 9. This is the deepest penetration by the Giants offense today. Off the fake to Jennings. Manning looking, now he throws, end zone. Deflected away from Ruben Randall.
Boy, Ruben Randall has got to work as hard as he possibly can downhill. He's going to cross all the way to the other side of the field. He gets picked up right here. Continue to work back to the football. Boy, Bashaud Breeland, almost another opportunity. Look at, he gives Trent Murphy an opportunity for an interception by being able to keep that ball alive on the deflection.
3 receivers to the right. 2nd and goal from the 9. And a timeout is taken by the Redskins.
First charge timeout, Washington.
So the Redskins use their first timeout, just over 8 minutes remaining. Redskins had the ball first here in the 2nd half, went for it on 4th down. Instead of attempting a 53-yard field goal, slippery ball. Cousins could not get it to Young, and now the Giants, following that big pass play from Manning to Beckham, with 2nd and goal from the Washington 9.
It's amazing. You know, Laura talked to Tom Coughlin. He talked about consistency. Just no consistency in that 1st half. You get a little bit of life here. with that fumble on 4th down, and then boom, there you go. Here comes your best offensive performance of the afternoon in that situation.
Following the timeout, 2nd and goal. High shifting from the Washington 9-yard line. Manning looking, dumps it off underneath to Rashad Jennings. He is inside the 5 and takes it down to the 4-yard line.
Nice job by Rashad Jennings, securing the edge first before he checks down. Watch his release right here. You're going to come in and get a little bump before you go out. Help out your tackle. Just drift into that soft spot. Now get north and south as quick as you can.
Giants now send in for Reed. Beckham split wide to the left. Harris slot to the left.
One-on-one back here, though.
That's Ruben Randall. 3rd and goal from the 4. Manning looking end zone. He fires, and it is picked off in the end zone by Quinton Dunbar. Third pick thrown by Eli Manning today.
Unbelievable. He's had such a good year with protecting the football in the passing game, but not this afternoon.
Intercepted only 6 times all season coming into today's game. Ruben Randall, the intended receiver on that last throw in the end zone. First career pick for Quinton Dunbar. So the Redskins with a 17-0 lead take over, and the catch is made by Ryan Grant for a Washington 1st down.
Yeah, but before we go on to this big play right here, let's go back to that interception. In the box score tomorrow, it's going to say 3 interceptions up until this point. This is on Ruben Randall. Look at him drift. He allows Quinton Dunbar to come underneath him. We talked about it on the play before that when he didn't work back to the football when Bashard Breeland almost intercepted it. So Eli has 3 interceptions right now. One is on Shane Breen. He didn't tuck it away. That one's on Ruben Randall. The second one, I'll put that one on Eli. Will Blackman should have had that clean.
1st and 10 from the 39. It's Morris, gain of 2 as we check in with Laura.
Kenny, I talked to Jay Gruden, who told me at halftime, we want this to be a miserable afternoon for New York, and we're going to do that by staying aggressive. We've already seen that first drive, and starting right now, he said that means players and play calling. He told his team, we're down 17, but with Eli and Odell Beckham Jr., that can cut in a hurry. So the key, staying aggressive.
All right, thanks, Laura. As we approach 6 minutes remaining here in the 3rd. On 2nd down and 8, it's Morris. Out to the 45-yard line.
He has to be happy with the response. We talked about in the beginning of the game, that was his goal. He was not talking to his team this week about the opportunity to get to first place in the NFC East. He was more concerned how his team responded from an embarrassing performance against the Carolina Panthers. And at the beginning, they didn't respond well. They had opportunities. What a great response right there on the 4th down fumble. Giants moving down the field. His defense with a big play.
Redskins turned the ball over 5 times last week against Carolina, but they are a +3 today. 3rd down and 4. Cousins had the pass tipped, and it falls short in front of Crowder. It looked like Jonathan Casillas got a piece of it, so the Redskins sent out the punting unit.
When they've rushed forward, the Giants have not been able to get close, trying to bring some extra guys. It was Jonathan Casillas, the linebacker, blitzing. They got the deflection.
So the Giants, trailing 17-0, will get the ball back as Way punch from his 35. Forces Harris all the way back to the 5-yard line. Terrific kick by Tress Way. And then getting downfield to make the tackle on special teams was Preston Smith. Welcome back. With producer Barry Landis, director Brian Lilly, Kenny Albert, Darrell Johnston, Laura Oakman from Landover, Maryland. Washington Redskins with a 17-0 lead on the New York Giants, who start from their 8-yard line. Manning to the outside, it's Beckham. And he's pulled down. Could be a face mask, D'Angelo Hall, and flags are thrown.
Personal foul, face mask, number 23 defense. 15 yards will be added to the end of the play. Automatic first down.
Easy call for the official, just getting up a little bit high. That's one of the reasons you want to stay down low when you come in to tackle. Take out that potential for that hand to get up around the face mask area. But good to see D'Angelo Hall back out on the field. Injuries all season long, trying to ease him back into this defensive plan.
His 150th career start. From the 26-yard line. Manning looking left, and then throws it into the ground.
Well, we got to see if there was a fake, because Ricky Jean-Francois tackled Orleans Darkwa, who is the screen element. But if you run play action to him, he's allowed to tackle him.
Like the fake was to Beckham initially.
Holding, number 99 defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
And so it's recognition of the screen. Here's Ricky Jean-Francois right there as he slides away. He doesn't have to do that right now. He saw the screen element coming out. He could have just played like man-to-man defense in basketball in that situation, and Eli Manning would have done the same thing. But if he had been part of a play action, then the defensive linemen, the linebackers, you're allowed to tackle the screen element if he was faked the ball initially.
So back-to-back penalties.
And they're going to call a legal man downfield, and you had, because the screen timing was all messed up with that holding penalty, yeah, you're going to have guys illegally downfield in that situation.
So the penalty's offset. Coughlin still looking for an explanation. From the 26-yard line on first down. Manning throws, and Beckham could not hang on.
But somebody else has got to step up and help out Odell Beckham Jr. He can't do this all by himself today on the outside.
That's Will Blackman, the ex-Giant, on the coverage. Blackman had a pick earlier. Washington with 3 interceptions of Eli Manning today.
It's Jim Nix in the lineup down here at the bottom. Ruben Randall not in the game. Poor effort on that last interception.
2nd and 10 on the slant, intended for Nix, and it's broken up. That's Quinton Dunbar again, who had the pick moments ago. He was a wide receiver in college at the University of Florida. He's made the transition to the defensive side.
Yeah, it looks like he may have just hurt his fingers making a play on the ball here, reaching across to get the deflection.
Well, you called it as far as the effort of Ruben Randall. You said they should send Hakeem Nicks in for him, and that is what we have seen. Nicks now split out to the left. 3rd down and 10. Randall on the sidelines. Manning under pressure. He lobs one up, and it's knocked down by Will Blackman. Manning was pressured by Jason Hatcher, put it up for grabs, and Blackman remains down.
Things look desperate for the Giants right now, but this is not a good decision by Eli Manning. We'll see how much this was impacted by that pressure right there. But boy, he's just trying to get rid of this, and he throws this one up for grabs in the field of play.
You see Blackman come down awkwardly following the contact from Dwayne Harris. Deshaun Jackson back deep, and that brings up some tough memories for Giant fans. The walk-off punt return game-winning touchdown back in 2010 with the Eagles. Jackson fielded at the 16, and he will be knocked out of bounds as he crosses the 20. Late 3rd quarter. Redskins look to jump into first place in the NFC East. Out was taken out of the game.
Well, I mean, effort on the play with Brashad Breeland. He gets lucky in that situation, and then he does the same thing and allows Quinton Dunbar to undercut him for a huge interception for the Redskins and cost his team points.
Redskins start from the 19-yard line. Here is Matt Jones. Gain of 7 on first down.
I think it's important to start getting Matt Jones some carries so he can get that confidence back about the issue that he says he has corrected. He went back and took a look at all the carries that the fumbles were occurring on with Randy Jordan, the running back coach, and they discovered he was carrying it low in the open field in that left hand. Let him get through this game, take some hits in that situation so he has the confidence that he really is taking the steps forward.
Redskins have 2 extra offensive linemen in on that last play. Jones gained 7. Now on 2nd and 3, he's hit in the backfield by Landon Collins. As we head to Los Angeles, time for a game break. Here's Kurt.
All right, Indianapolis perfect on the season with 40-year-old Matt Hasselbeck at quarterback. Trying to go to 4-0 with him as the man in charge. He hooked up with T.Y. Hilton, and they lead a close one with the Bucks, 16-12 in the third. Kenny Moose and Laura.
Thanks, Kurt. Oldest and youngest starting quarterbacks in the league in that game. Matt Hasselbeck, Jameis Winston. Colts at 5-5, looking to win their 3rd straight. 3rd down and 4. Redskins must get to the 29. Cousins under pressure, throws it away.
One of the things that Kirk Cousins will learn is you don't have to take this hit. You don't want to take them if you don't have to, especially from a big guy like Cullen Jenkins. Continue to move that direction and get that ball thrown beyond the line of scrimmage, out of bounds, outside the pocket.
Wade Harris back deep for the Giants. Russ Wade punting for the 4th time. Sending Harris all the way back to the 15. Looks to accelerate. And it's Rashad Ross. Wraps him up and brings him down. 60-yard punt by Wade. Speaking of 60, NFL plays 60. The NFL's movement for a more active generation encourages fans to get moving and play for 60 minutes every day. Run, jump, and race the Super Bowl 50 with the free NFL Play 60 app. Download today or go to NFLRush.com to learn more.
I got my 60 minutes in yesterday, Kenny. I was on the Mount Vernon bike trail.
Yes, you were.
What'd you do? Well, you didn't want to come with us yesterday.
Was not on the bike trip yesterday. Our producer Barry Landis was with you. I know you guys had a terrific time. Off the play fake on 1st down from the 20-yard line. Preston Smith with the pressure on Eli Manning.
Pressure in the face, able to avoid the sack and get the ball thrown coming off the edge. Little twist to the inside. They don't bump it down enough. Good awareness by Eli to know where Rashad Jennings was in that situation.
Ruben Randall back on the field, split out to the left, and that's Randall. He drops it.
Very sloppy with the Giants passing game all afternoon. Drop balls leading to interceptions. Routes not run precisely, allowing people to undercut. Completely out of sync all afternoon.
3rd down and 10. Down goes Manning. There is a flag as Manning covers up back at the 10-yard line.
Holding. Number 73 offense. That penalty's declined. 4th down.
When Ryan Kerrigan turns that up a notch, he is tough to block. Coming off the bottom of your screen against Marshall Newhouse, just collapses, gets inside. That's the 2nd time we've seen him get on that upfield shoulder and bend and get to the quarterback.
Kerrigan had a sack earlier. Redskins declined the penalty. They'll take the play. Wing will punt out of his end zone. Crowder back deep for Washington. Crowder backpedals, takes it out to 34. Jamison Crowder to midfield, setting up excellent field position once again for the Washington Redskins, who lead by 17.
We've talked about these interceptions during the course of the day. Shane Vereen, an opportunity to make a simple catch, turns into a tip drill interception. This one I'm going to put on Eli. That was good coverage by Will Blackman. Should not have made that throw. And on this one, Ruben Randall, lazy with his route, doesn't work back to the ball, allows Quinton Dunbar to undercut him for an interception that cost the Giants an opportunity for points.
3 interceptions today, only 6 coming in, and Ruben Randall, who's had trouble staying on the field this season during the practice week. And Tom Coughlin talked about that. The communication with Eli says you must be out there on the practice field. And we've seen what has taken place today as Jones takes it to the Giants' 47-yard line. Randall, the intended receiver, in the end zone on the interception by Quinton Dunbar, and then the drop on the last possession after he was reinserted into the game.
Remember, this is a team that is coming off its bye after really playing the Patriots right down to the wire. You know, a lot of people, you look at that game, you know, how did the Giants lose that game? They should have come in here with a ton of confidence and opportunity to really kind of take the bull by the horn in terms of first place in the NFC East, and they have just come out and played flat.
Play action, Cousins complete to Jordan Reed. Good second effort, and he picks up the Redskins' first down.
You get that run game going, you've got the lead, and now you're playing to the strengths of Kirk Cousins. Here comes the play action fake. Everybody chasing the ball down the line of scrimmage. You slip Jordan Reed out the back door into the flat. And so much different than the first time these two teams played back in week 3. The Giants jumped out to a 12-0 lead. There's a different dynamic. Washington has controlled this game from the opening series.
Timeout taken by the Giants.
First charge, timeout, Giants.
Looked like the Giants had only 10 men on the field, so they use a timeout with 24 seconds remaining in the quarter. It all comes down to one game for Michigan State and Iowa. The 5th-ranked Spartans and 4th-ranked Hawkeyes will play for the Big Ten Championship and a possible college football playoff berth. Don't miss a second of the action starting Saturday, 7 Eastern, only on Fox. There is Michigan native Kirk Cousins, who enjoyed a terrific career at Michigan State. And his numbers today, 16 of 25. Morris, 40 yards on the ground. Sean Jackson with a 63-yard touchdown reception. This is Morris. And he fights his way down to the 34-yard line of the Giants. And that should take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. And now some extracurricular activity.
There's that emotion, that passion that Pierre Garçon plays with, and now we've got one of these situations where the pile has gotten out of control. We've got players coming off the bench for Washington back into this mix. You don't need to do that. It's a good way to get yourself a fine and a penalty.
A couple of flags have been thrown, and
got
that's
an official down.
One of the points of emphasis this season, as the official is held back up, the umpire Andre Wash. One of the points of emphasis: get away from the pile. Don't try to pull opponents off the pile, or you will be penalized.
Well, it causes that situation to escalate even more. Let the officials get in there and separate everybody and do their job. It's an emotional game, and I love the way that Pierre Garçon plays with emotion, but here he comes right here into the top, and that's where everything starts.
After the play was over, there are fouls by both teams on the play. Personal foul, number 71 offense. Personal foul, defense. Those fouls offset. 2nd down.
Offsetting penalties. So it will be 2nd and 5 as the officials wind the clock, and that will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. No scoring in the 3rd. Redskins looking to gain control of the Darryl Johnston, Laura Oldman. Redskins with a 17-0 lead on the Giants. Morris close to a first down. 3rd and 1 for the Redskins, who will lead the division with a victory here today. They would tie the Giants with a record of 5-6. Split the season series since the Giants won back in late September, and the Redskins would have the better division record. Should the Giants come back, they would have a 2-game lead in the NFC East. Reed shifts, 3rd down and 1. Cousins handing it off to Morris. He picks up a first down. Hard to bring him down. Morris to the Giants, 21.
Picks up the first down, protects the football, and Jay Gruden had said the last 3 times they played the Giants, they were more physical than we were. They won the battle along the line of scrimmage. That is not the case this afternoon. Washington has won all afternoon up front. The running game is being very productive, which leads to play action, which allows this team to play to the strengths of Kirk Cousins.
From the Giants, 22. New set of downs for the Redskins. It's Morris. Alfred Morris to the Giants, 15.
Talk about the success of the running game being important. Watch the disparity here. They come out of the gates weeks 1 through 4 very productive, and then they hit that huge lull weeks 5 through 9. And we don't know if it was the epiphany against New Orleans or if that was just New Orleans' defense that struggled all year. And then last week against Carolina, we mentioned the turnovers, -5 there. They couldn't run the football. You're down big early. That throws this team completely out of sync.
2nd down and 4. They keep it on the ground with Morris.
And what you're getting today is attempts at an opportunity to visit with Trent Williams. And when you play this type of game, when you are able to stick with what and how you are built and what your plan is, you get the rushing attempts. And Trent Williams said that's what we need. We have to play the type of game that allows us to stay with our style of offense. And if we do that, that means we've got rushing attempts. We will get better. We will take control of that line of scrimmage and be more physical than our opponent.
Going to the backfield, 3rd down and 2. Play clock winding down. There is a flag as Cousins hands it off to Jones.
Have a little bit earlier recognition in that situation by Kirk Cousins at the line of scrimmage.
Illegal shift. 2 players in motion prior to the snap did not get reset. 5-yard penalty. Replay 3rd down.
Legal shift.
Obviously saw something as Ryan Grant came in with the motion, wanted to get out of that play, but you also got to take a quick glance at that play clock to see if you have the opportunity to do that and reset everybody. Tom Coughlin saying he wants to decline and keep it 4th down.
Penalties decline. 4th down.
So the Redskins will send out the field goal unit on 4th down. Washington leading 17-0. Giants turned the ball over on their first 2 possessions in the first quarter. Redskins with 3 interceptions of Eli Manning today. Hopkins is 1 for 2, also had an attempt blocked in the first quarter. This will be from 33 yards out from the right hash. Cressway places it down, and Hopkins' kick is good. So the Redskins extend their lead. It is now 20-0, Washington. You and your family, was that on Thursday at the Cowboys and Carolina Panthers?
Yeah, all smiles before kickoff.
Right.
Not the same at the end of that game. But I knew Laura was up at Lambeau, so I had to represent. down at AT&T.
What was it like playing in the Thanksgiving Day game every year of your career?
I really enjoyed it. You had to kind of trick yourself mentally to get ready for that. It's commonplace today in the NFL because we have the Thursday night package and everybody gets an opportunity to play there. But the best thing about it was that little mini bye coming out of Thanksgiving and having that 10-day period to kind of get refocused and ready for a nice December push into the playoffs. And we never had to travel. I always thought that was a huge advantage. So kudos to Ron Rivera and his staff and what they were able to do in Dallas on Thursday. To all the teams, you know, that played that day. It's a quick turnaround, but winning on the road, very, very difficult. Chicago as well.
Cowboys never have to travel. Lions never have to travel on Thanksgiving Day. Giants trailing by 20. Start from the 20 as Manning has that pass batted by Kerrigan. What a game he's played today.
He really has. Really has played well. Has been a continual force coming from the outside all afternoon. And this is going to be really, really hard for Eli Manning and the Giants. The strength of the defense, according to Tom Coughlin, those defensive linemen inside, and we've got 3 new faces in the guard, center guard area. So we've talked about the challenge in the running game. It will also be as they push that pocket back into Eli Manning.
Hurried 9 times, sacked twice, 3 interceptions. Second down at 10. As Manning throws, wide open, it's Beckham. And a flag as he was horse-collared down as he crossed midfield.
Personal foul, horse collar tackle, number 23 defense. 15 yards will be added to the end of the play. Automatic, first down.
You can see you get inside the shoulder pad or the jersey and then pull the player to the ground. And one of the big things, it is an open field play. That's why this is such a dangerous way to tackle, why this rule was put in place. We saw so many lower leg injuries in that situation before that penalty was put into play.
Well, D'Angelo Hall, he had the face mask on Beckham earlier. Now the horse collar. 31-yard reception, 15 yards on the penalty on the slant pass intended for Ruben Randall.
Working the slant route from the outside against Bashaud Breeland. He's got, guess who's underneath? Guess who's underneath again on an inside breaking route? Eli, you're a better man than I would be throwing to my other options in the passing game right now.
Second down at 10. Manning fires, looking for Beckham, nearly picked off by Breeland.
Talked about Ryan Kerrigan and the game he's played up front on the back end. It's been Breeland. Breeland has played really, really well today. We've seen the athleticism of Odell Beckham Jr. Eli Manning just giving him the opportunity to try and go up and make a play. Bashaud Breeland has been around the football all afternoon on the back end.
Sure has. Giants are 0 for their last 10 on third down. Manning in trouble, wrapped up, sacked for the 3rd time today. What a game Chris Baker has had since returning from that early elbow injury.
It's been this way with the front all afternoon, coming from the inside position. You got your eyes on Ryan Kerrigan. He comes inside. Chris Baker goes outside.
Two sacks for Kerrigan and now 1 for Baker. 4th down and 16. Giants must get to the 24. Manning throws, it's Randall. And Ruben Randall takes it in for a Giants touchdown on 4th and 16. 40 yards from Manning to Randall.
Well, that's why Eli Manning stays with Ruben Randall. That's a good response. It's been a tough afternoon for him in the passing game. Working up to the inside, gets dropped in coverage. taking a little peek inside, and that gives Ruben Randall the opportunity to break outside. Will Blackman.
Fourth touchdown of the season for Randall. He's had a topsy-turvy day. Josh Brown with the extra point. So the Giants are on the board. It took nearly 50 minutes. 13 for their first score today as Manning hits Randall.
4th and 16. The one thing you cannot let happen as a defender for the Redskins in the secondary is allow somebody to get behind you.
Chris Thompson takes it at the goal line.
That was a great job by the kickoff team of the New York Giants. The Redskins expecting onside kick, not just kicking it deep out of the end zone, but kicking it to a point where it has to be fielded and returned.
Johnson hustled back, but then is brought down inside the 10.
I think the big thing, you look at it, it's a 2-possession game. I think it's still too early to go onside in that situation. I like that decision to kick it deep, but more importantly, the execution to kick it deep and now force the Redskins to come out from inside their 10.
Redskins kept Thompson halfway just in case. Play action on first down as Cousins throws that pass intended for Jamison Crowder. There is a flag.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Number 96 defense for unnecessarily throwing the quarterback to the ground. 15-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
That's on Jay Bromley.
This is just, yeah, it's after the play. You throw him to the ground. Trent Williams is helping out there to make sure that gets called. You have to understand the situation in the game. Tom Coughlin is going to argue it. You just don't allow the official to throw the flag. You don't do that. Don't put yourself in the position where that choice is not in your hands anymore.
So it gives the Redskins some breathing room from the 24 on the toss. It's Jones. And Jones breaks free, picks up a Redskins first down out to the 36-yard line as we head to Los Angeles for a game break with Kurt.
Adrian Peterson came in as the league's leading rusher. This won't do anything to hurt his cause. A 35-yard score against the Falcons. He's got 158 yards and 2 touchdowns. Minnesota in firm control with a 2-minute warning in Atlanta. Kenny moves from Laura.
All right, thanks, Kurt. So the Falcons reeling, and Adrian Peterson with a huge day as Minnesota will take a 1-game lead on the Green Bay Packers in the NFC North.
I'm very fortunate to have a guy like Adrian Peterson. We've talked about running back by committee with both of those teams. No committee in Minnesota.
No need for one as Morris gains a yard as we approach 9 minutes remaining, fourth quarter.
What a huge penalty break for the Washington Redskins. I mean, you go from 2nd and 10 at your own 9-yard line to now they're sitting at 2nd and 9 at the 36.
And the Redskins using as much time as possible. They are in no hurry. There's Bromley, who committed that penalty. He blocked a field goal attempt earlier. Fake toss to Morris. Cousins to Jordan Reed. Will Kamara makes the tackle after Reed gains 4. So it will be 3rd down and 5 for the Redskins.
Big 3rd down opportunity for Steve Spagnuolo and his group right here to get off the field.
And give the Giants the opportunity to make this a 1-possession game.
Jamison Crowder working the inside down here.
Pass caught by Reed, but a nice tackle made by Landon Collins, forcing the Redskins to punt it away. He wears number 21 in honor of his idol, Sean Taylor, the ex-Redskin who was tragically killed 8 years ago this week.
Yeah, very emotional for Landon Collins this week, having the opportunity to come and play where his idol played football. And it's been a tough week for him. He's been in and out of the lineup at the safety position. We've seen him on special teams a lot today, staying in the game, and has the opportunity to make a big play for the Giants defense.
Had a chance to make a big play at the end of the New England game, but could not come up with the interception. Now Harris lost the football and then falls on it. Giants with good pressure on the punter. Giants take over, down by 13. The ball back, trailing by 13. They scored on their last possession. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. This is Shane Vereen, forced back and brought down for a loss of 4 by Breland.
And one of the things that the Redskin front is doing right now, they're running a lot of twists. They're challenging that guard, center guard area. Instead of just lining up and going straight ahead pushes and trying to collapse that pocket, now they're looping guys to the inside to challenge them on their ability to pass a game and stay clean in protection.
2nd down and 14 as Manning fires and the catch is made for a 1st down by the tight end Will Tye out at the 35-yard line.
Will Tye in the lineup starting because of the injury to Larry Donnell. Getting better each week.
Gain of 16. As Manning throws, it's Vereen out to the 43 for a gain of 8. As Chris Baker heads off the field. He's played a strong game for the Redskins. 6:15 remaining. 2nd down and 2. Throws, and this one could not be handled by Jerome Cunningham. Will Blackman defending.
Now a lot of players around there. You're going to have a combination here, inside, outside. Got 2 guys ending up in the exact same spot.
Third down and 2. Third down, steps up and throws. It's short. He was looking for Beckham. Manning knocked down after getting rid of the football.
And he couldn't hold it much longer. That pocket was going to start to collapse from the back. Plenty of room for him to step up. They push everybody past, but here they all come on the retrace.
Remember, the Giants scored their touchdown on a 4th and 16. Looking to convert here on 4th down and 2. Just under 6 minutes remaining. Manning on 4th down, throws, and it's Will Tye who makes the catch. He's inside the 30 and tackled at the 28-yard line. So the Giants convert 29 yards from Manning to Tye.
Who do you go to on the critical 4th down play? I'm going to Ruben Randall for a big touchdown, who's let me down a couple times. And on the second one, I'm going to Will Tye. Who else? Will Tye, the backup tight end.
The rookie out of Stony Brook. Here's Tye again. He began his collegiate career at Florida State, transferred to Stony Brook on Long Island. And Tye with another catch for a gain of 8. Second down and 2 with 5:15 remaining. Manning on 2nd down. He was looking for Tye. Preston Smith getting a piece of it.
Let's go back and take a look at the second critical snap of the game for the Giants offense. Here's Will Tye right here. 4th down and short. Oh, that's Jerome Cunningham on that one, on the out. Will Tye up inside. Right down the seam.
So the Giants on their last 2 4th down plays gained 69 yards. The 40-yard touchdown and then 29 to Tye. 3rd down and 2. Manning throws. Beckham, a diving catch. What a catch! Odell Beckham Jr. for Giants touchdown.
You have got to be kidding me. I mean, this guy does it almost on a weekly basis. This is unbelievable. How this ball does not come loose when he hits the ground, I have no idea. Down at the bottom of your screen, great coverage by Will Blackman.
Really on the field as a touchdown.
Brings it in with the left hand, then the right hand, ruled a touchdown on the field.
It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Will Blackman is in good position. The ball's in a spot that only Odell Beckham Jr. can make the catch, and I do mean only Odell Beckham Jr. can make the catch.
Remember, it was Beckham in the Giants' last game against New England in the final moments who had the ball knocked out of his hands. It was initially ruled a touchdown and then was reversed. This one has been confirmed. As we welcome those of you who just joined us. Flag prior to the kick. False start.
False start. Number 79. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Retry.
Beckham getting the Giants portion of this crowd fired up.
Yeah, but you've got to get inside that player's box.
His 9th touchdown this season. His 5th against the Redskins in 3 career games. The extra point is good. So the Redskins, who led 20-0 less than 6 minutes ago, will get the ball back. It's now a 6-point game. 5 Redskins, 4 and 6. Eagles and Cowboys both lost on Thursday. How about that catch by Odell Beckham Jr.?
I didn't think I could see one. There's a lot of people that'll argue about the one against Dallas on Sunday night. That was amazing. That last one was unbelievable.
This is Rashad Ross. His first return today. Brought a kick back for a touchdown against the Giants in September.
We talked, a lot of this is done at the line of scrimmage, and it's aggressive. There's the thumbs up, outside, little signal. You got one-on-one. I'm coming your way. And you always want the quarterback to put the ball where only the receiver can get it. I don't know if there's another wide receiver that can do that. I don't. And the guy he's just an amazing athlete with tremendous hands and presence on the field.
Who first caught a pass from Eli when he was in high school. Newman High School, same high school as Eli and Peyton and Cooper Manning. And they used to throw to him as a high school student when they were back home during the off-season. We welcome those of you who have just joined us. Kenny Albert, Darryl Johnston, Laura Oakman in Landover, Maryland. Eli Manning and the Giants trailed the Redskins 20-0 with 11.5 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Giants with touchdowns on their last 2 possessions.
We came on the air talking about response for the Washington Redskins and their poor performance against Carolina and finish for the Giants. How do the Redskins respond? It was 20-0 as the Giants do try to finish this game the right way.
2nd down and 6. So a huge 3rd down play coming up after that tackle made by Jason Pierre-Paul.
Yeah, we've talked about Jason Pierre-Paul as a pass rusher off the edge his entire career. He does not get enough credit for how he plays the run, too. It's something he takes a lot of pride in.
3rd down and 5 for Jay Gruden's Redskins. They must get to the 33 for a 1st down. Cousins to the tight end, Jordan Reed. Out to the 48-yard line with 3:20 remaining, a 20-yard pass play, and a Redskins 1st down.
That's got to be a red flag for you in that situation. You've got to be physical with him coming off the line of scrimmage. He beats Craig Dahl immediately. That's tough duty. This is a tight end-sized person with wide receiver skills, and you give him a clean release off the line of scrimmage. There's someone trying to make amends. Had some critical penalties early on in this game.
Giants with 2 timeouts remaining. He sent it downs for the Redskins. It's Morris. Morris into Giants territory. Kennard brings him down. And a timeout taken by the Giants. Their second, stopping the clock with 2:32 remaining.
Well, the Giants started out the day with interceptions on their first two series. The Redskins couldn't take advantage. Here they are inside the red zone with their first opportunity for points. Quentin Dunbar with the big interception. But they've been able to bounce back. He goes back to Ruben Randall, who's had a very up and down afternoon. And then the last touchdown, just another highlight reel catch by Odell Beckham Jr.
A spectacular catch for the Giants' second touchdown of the fourth quarter.
But a nice job, though, on first down by the Redskins on that play, running the football with Alfred Morris. Look at what that puts him in. It puts him in 2nd and 4. Really a good opportunity to close this out. Take all those timeouts. The Giants with only one more before the 2-minute warning.
From the Giants' 46. Morris picks up a first down to the Giants' 39. And the Giants will use their final timeout. So the Redskins, who are reeling a bit after leading 20-0, Giants score touchdowns on back-to-back possessions, but now a good response by the Washington offense.
Tremendous response. Tremendous response. The big third down play to Jordan Reed. That situation. Now back-to-back runs by Alfred Morris. That first down run is critical because you know what Tom Coughlin is thinking. I'm calling my timeout here. I've got one more in my back pocket and then the 2-minute warning. We're going to get this ball back, drive down for a touchdown and win it. Redskins getting ready to slam the door shut on the Giants right here with a good running game.
Well, now the Giants are out of timeouts. The clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. From the Giants' 39 on first down, it is Morris. So now the Redskins will let the clock wind all the way down. Redskins with a 6-point lead. 2 minutes remaining here in Landover. Big comeback by the Giants in the fourth quarter. Looking to jump into first place in the NFC East. What a catch by Beckham moments ago. Now it's second down, 2 minutes remaining. Giants out of timeouts. Giants could get the ball back with just under 30 seconds remaining, but the Redskins, if they pick up a first down, would be able to run out the clock as Morris gets tripped up by Collins. Giants cannot stop the clock. It is now third down.
And I think the big part of that equation is if they get to this fourth down, if they don't convert here, what does Jay Gruden decide to do? A 51-yard field goal blocked early in the game, had an opportunity in the second half for a 53-yarder in the third quarter, bypassed that, went for fourth down, had the fumble. So does he elect to try and do a short pooch punt, which gives him the 6-point lead but backs the Giants way up? Or does he elect to try that long field goal to kind of salt it away with the concern that the Giants would get good field position if he misses?
Third down and 9, play clock at 1. Redskins get the snap away, and Morris is tackled by Collins.
Well, he's got to punt this one because it just becomes too long. They kind of took that decision out of Jay Gruden's hands. There's no, I'm thinking about, you get down 32, 34-yard line, what are you going to do in that situation? This becomes an easy decision. You just pooch this one down, try and pin the Giants inside the 5-yard line. Not inside the 15, the 10. Inside that 5-yard line. Execute your kicking in.
Right. There's no way you attempt a field goal here. It would be a 58-yarder. So Jay Gruden will let the clock run down and will use a timeout when the play clock gets to 1.
But let's credit that Washington Redskin offensive line up front. Alfred Morris, they got the one important first down that they had to get. Jordan Reed with a big catch on third down early in the drive, then some good runs by Alfred Morris to get another first down.
So the Redskins take the delay of game penalty. Giants decline it. Cat and mouse game here between the head coaches. So with 29 seconds remaining, Press way out to punt. Dwayne Harris back deep. Harris moving to his left. There is a flag. Harris knocked out of bounds at the 6 by Jerron Johnson.
And I don't know the decision by Dwayne Harris right there. That ball's going into the end zone, out of the end zone. You're going to save a couple of seconds. Time is a precious commodity right there. And it might have only been 2, maybe 3 seconds more that came off that clock by him fielding it and turning upfield.
Prior to the kick, holding number 93 offense. That penalty will be added to the end of the play. First down.
Yeah, and now you'd have 1st and 10 at the 25 instead of 1st and 10 at the 12. You stand at the 7-yard line and you don't retreat. He's taken that one all the way back to the goal line. I don't understand that decision. And you had a punt block on. You have nobody helping you. You have no blockers down there. They were all going after the punt block.
So now, 19 seconds remaining. Giants out of timeouts. They need a touchdown. And will start at their 16-yard line. Manning throws near side, will tie. Out of bounds at the 26. It took 5 seconds.
You're trying to get yourself to a position on the field where you can do the Hail Mary, the Big Ben style type throw into the end zone. You would think that that would probably be out near midfield where the line of scrimmage would need to be with the snap back and Eli scrambling and the ability to get that ball into the end zone.
14 seconds remaining. Giants trail by 6. Manning to tie again. Out of bounds at the 32. Down to 7 seconds as that play took 7.
You're right on that threshold right now, Kenny. You know, we kind of talk about 6 seconds for a play to develop to grab some yardage. Do they trust that? Do you trust your efficiency to get this play executed under that 7 seconds?
Beckham, bottom of your screen. 7 seconds remaining. Dwayne Harris looking to get it back to Beckham. Beckham tosses it back to Randall. Now Manning across the field, out of bounds. Redskins take over first place in the NFC East.
I like the decision by Joe Barry and his guys on how to defend this in this situation. We are not going to let you get out of bounds and try and line up again for a Hail Mary throw. We are going to cover the sidelines with our guys, and then we're going to draw a wall back deep. They're just not going to allow you to come and run these types of routes. So the Giants are kind of forced into that situation to get into the middle of the field, and then how often do these work? We saw one work earlier this year at the collegiate level. It seems to only work at the collegiate level, Kenny.
Or in the postseason down in Tennessee.
Well, you know, the Music City Miracle, that was a nice play.
Yeah.
That was a good play. That's a design. This is just, hey, let's just start flipping it around and see if we can make this thing work.
Stanford band nowhere in sight either. As the Redskins raise their record to 5-6, same record as the Giants. When the Redskins wake up tomorrow and check out the standings, they'll be listed atop the NFC East. They took a 20-0 lead. Giants would come back. 2 Eli Manning touchdown passes in the 4th quarter, but it was not enough.
They made it interesting. They tried to finish. We've been with this journey with the New York Giants throughout the course of the year, from relevancy early in the year, the gritty, scrappy face to stay relevant, to get them to this point where Tom Coughlin said it's a 6-game season. I want to see our guys finish. They waited too long to start to really give them an opportunity to finish today. And hats off to Jay Gruden and his group. They did an unbelievable job today with their response to a terrible performance last week against the Panthers.
So the Redskins look ahead to the first of 2 remaining meetings with the Dallas Cowboys. Washington 2-1 in the division. They will host Dallas on Monday night next week, while the Giants will take on the New York Jets. 5 games remaining for both the Redskins and the Giants. It's the battle for the division, and the Eagles are just 1 game out at 4-7. So the Redskins win it by the score of 20-14, and the Cowboys